Hey everybody, Hector Castillo here. So in this video, I want to tell you a story that I think is very important in understanding that there is a such thing as being a skillful texter when you're talking to girls. Just like in real life, there's a such thing as charm and knowing how to read people's emotions and how to pace emotions and adapt to emotions. It's called game, right? And we know that there is a such thing as game because there's some guys who are better than others, and it's not only attributable to looks and height or being rich or popular. And the same applies to texting. And this story involves a guy who was actually really good with girls, but he didn't know how to use that skill of charm that he had in real life over text. So he was texting this girl that he really liked after a bad breakup had kind of brought him down, but here was his chance to kind of, get back in the game. And things were going well, but he could recognize at least that there was a change in her investment. She wasn't responding as fast with as much emotion, and he didn't know what to do because he wanted to keep being charming. Like he had one gear, but then he didn't know how to shift gears. So he asked me, and he trusted that I knew what I was talking about, but this was the moment that it really clicked for him. That simple changes can have drastic effects. So I looked at the conversation and I said, yeah, she's kind of shifting her emotions a bit. She's kind of pulling back. So the response is not to pull back also. That's what some guys do. They go cold completely. That would be too extreme. So I looked at the last thing she said, and it wasn't really something worth giving a response to, but you still want to respond. So I said, just give an emoji. He's like, what do you mean just give an emoji? I'm like, just give an emoji. It was either I advised a smiling emoji or laughing emoji. But I just said, just give an emoji. And eventually I convinced him. And he said, all right, I'll trust you. And he just tried it. Within seconds, bing, 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 boom. She just started completely changing her emotional reaction, texting immediately, giving. He was like, what happened? The basic answer is that he rebalanced the emotional investment. He didn't go cold, so he didn't completely put off weight on the scale. He just pulled back a little bit by giving a response, but it was a low effort response. And then it was her turn to do her part of the dance. So he balanced the emotional investment, which is something that I talk about in my book, What She Really Means, the Basics and Not So Basics of Texting Girls, which you can find in my, yes, this is an ad. Sorry, this motherfucker. All right. In my description or in my bio, and I'll teach you more how to do this and save your conversations like I saved my friends' conversations. And yes, they ended up dating, so it works.